Welcome to the course World History and the West. In this course, we will learn about how Western civilization developed from the Renaissance to the 21st century. But first, we need to evaluate the question, what is the West? What is the West? As an introduction, you'll be shown a series of pictures. You must choose the picture which you believe is from the West. Many of the pictures taken for the exercise were from Europe, North America, and Asia. The fact that it was difficult to always determine which picture was from the West indicates the influence of the West. Before we go any further, let's evaluate what is the West. Brainstorm on your own or with a parent and define the West in terms of culture, political structure, economics, and religion. The West is most often seen as a region of the world that shares a similar history rooted in ancient Greek and Roman civilization, cultural values traditionally associated with Christianity, although this is complex, political structures rooted in democracy and liberalism, and an affinity for economic freedom, capitalism. Now that you have an idea of what the West is culturally, politically, and economically, let's look at what the West means geographically. Using the blank map on question 3 of your workbook, shade in the areas of the world which you believe are Western. In front of you is a map of the world divided into different categories. The dark blue indicates the West. How does this map compare to the regions you selected on your own map? How is this map different from the map on the previous slide? As you can see, there are a few regions of the world that some may or may not consider to be Western. Broadly speaking, this map is the most common understanding of the West geographically. Western Europe and North America are seen as the most integral regions of the West in modern terms. The rise of the West. In this course, you will learn about how the West rose from an inferior power in the 14th century to arguably the most dominant and influential power in human history. Through this study, you will evaluate the means through which power was acquired and how the legacy of the West should be remembered.